Welcome back to WWF 1994. I do believe this is episode number 5. I'm going to check that because I've got to get this open up ready. Yes, episode 5. This is staying until after Royal Rumble, so if you don't like the same backdrop, sod ya. It's going to be here till after Royal Rumble, which means that's 1, 2, 3, 5 episodes. So when we get to episode 10, that will be gone. Welcome back. I'm going to be using the big pay-per-views from each year's backdrop. So this is the video or DVD cover of the thing. But in a pre-show about that decent wrestling with damage heat, the Hardy Boys defeat the Dudley Boys in 804 when Jeff Hardy defeated Bubba Ray Dudley by pinfall the Amigo effect. Matt Hardy 51, Jeff Hardy 55, Devon 51, Bubba Ray 45. Jeff and Matt had a great chemistry team together, so did the Dudley Boys. Jeff Hardy in performance and flying skills. So the tag team division is going to be built up again because we've got another tag team coming in from We've Nicked from the Enemy. You'll get to see that in the next week. 4,717 fans tonight. I'm sorry if I sound like a train's been hit by a bus. I've got a freaking cold. I feel like dog shit. But my loyalty to you guys and the only thing I've got to do today is I've done it, which is washing up. That's been done. That was done at 7 o'clock this morning because I was up at 5:30. So I thought, sod it, I might be ill, but I still can record. I'm trying my best. In a decent pre-show match, Onslaught defeated the Smoking Guns in 7:31 when Chris Daniels defeated Bart Gunn by pinfall the last rights. Onslaught made defense number 9 in their WWF Tag Team titles. Bart Gunn 53, Billy Gunn 56, Chris Daniels 53, Doug Williams 64. No work rims. So we're now using the Attitude Era setup, which seems to be working out for us, so hey ho. In a decent pre-show match, Steven Regal defeated Finlay in 7:58 by pinfall the Exploded Suplex. Finlay 47, Steven Regal 69. Finlay improving the performance. Excuse me, I'm very sorry. This is what I... in a decent pre-show match, the Bushwhackers defeat the Steiner Brothers in 8:26. Let's just mark when they do all that. Waiting for Sky to get back to me. In 8:26, Bushwhacker Butch defeated Rick Steiner by pinfall the Battering Ram. Bushwhacker Luke 48, Bushwhacker Butch 55, Rick Scott Steiner 78, Rick Steiner 76. Bushwhacker Butch is improving in performance. 73 minus. In a pre-show about decent wrestling with damage heat, Doomsday defeat Chris Jericho in 7:37 by pinfall chokeslam. Doomsday 51, Chris Jericho 61. Jericho improving in performance 62C. In a pre-show bout that had decent wrestling with damage heat, RVD, Savio Vega, Ultimo Dragon defeated Rey Mysterio Jr., Danny Boy Collins, Chris Benoit in 8:20 when Rob Van Dam defeated Rey Mysterio by pinfall the Van Terminator. Oh, that tastes good. I've got a really nice cup of tea. Benoit 71, Danny Collins 48, Rey Mysterio 70, Ultimo Dragon 63, Savio Vega 53, RVD 63. Benoit in performance, Savio Vega in performance is 67C+. Vader, Taker, Warrior, Sting, Owen Hart, Sting, Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, Owen Hart, and Yokozuna. That is your opening video package. We're going out tonight. I don't even know what it was. I've got a load of people winning the Royal Rumble, so ignore that. I haven't probably decided, but Sting's one of my people I want to win the Royal Rumble. Hopefully, I don't mind ruining spoilers like that because I think many people have worked out what storyline I'm going to do into WrestleMania because it's obvious. Throw that on charge. Hooray. This is what happens. I get distracted. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let me just put that up in case they message while I'm recording, and I'll go back and watch up, down, down. I've just watched SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 GM mode with Prince Pretty and Xavier Woods on up, down, down, which I didn't realise was actually a channel. I just thought it was on the W Network. So yeah, I'm now a subscriber. 87B plus to open up tonight, and Hart comes out and goes, Undertaker, you think I'm your victim? You think Undertaker you can face me and beat me down? I'm Bret Hart, and we're going to be on my land live from Canada. You see, it's not Armageddon, it's Unforgiven. Cannot happen without you say. But tomorrow night, I'm going to finish you off, Taker, and send you out of WWF for the better. I was recording this last night when I was feeling even worse because I hadn't had my tablets hadn't kicked in, so please do excuse a little mistake. I'm not even going to attempt to do the Paul Bayless voice because it's going to kill me. Really, do you know the power of the Phenom? You see, the Undertaker has so much more power than you. And then Brett goes, where is he? Where is he then? If he is so much more powerful than me, the lights go out, and we just hear Paul, and he goes, "Ask and you shall receive." And the lights come back on in the arena. Why isn't Paul on screen? Anyway, the lights come back on the ring, and the arena is covered in smoke. Brett sees Taker and rolls out the ring quick. Taker points at each turnbuckle, and lightning hits each one, and sets off a short set of flames up, and does his signature pose as the show goes to commercial. So yeah, the Undertaker turns up, makes lightning and flames come out the corner turnbuckles, striking and make flames go off. In a bad good wrestling, a decent match crowd. Juice and Thunder Liger debuts, defeating 1-2-3 Kid and 6-14 by pin with a sheer drop brainbuster. I was waiting for him to return to come and join the company. This is why we've been having odd wrestlers for a while, because he was injured. Because I brought him in at the same time as Ultimate Dragon, but he was injured, so he's here now. Thunder Liger, comic book, very good. Nice quality and colour commentary going around Juice. Thunder Liger, 72. 1-2-3 Kid, 66. No work improvements. In a bad good wrestling and a decent match crowd, Rock Morton's first defeat the Nasty Boys in 5:53, when Ricky Morton defeated Jerry Sags by pin with a missile drop kick. Jerry Sags 70, Brian Knobbs 66, Robert Gibson 65, Ricky Morton 61. Robert Gibson in performance, Brian Knobbs in performance, and Jerry Sags in performance is 71C+. 49D. So they win the match, and then the tag team champions come out on the stage and go, "Oh, look at them. There's something missing. The tag team championships. Oh, wait, no. Because it's around my waist. You see, you two are has-beens. Time's to move on. We are the future and the best young boys on the planet." And then Doug comes in and goes, "You see, you got a Britain, Christopher, and we are Onslaught. Are you on our tag team belts? You see, you guys challenged us, and not even the Nasty Boys have been able to get rid of our title reign. See you in 2 weeks, or in the old people's home in visiting hours." Ouch. So yeah, they've been around for a lot longer than these two have been, so they're kind of old people to them. And as you know, they are going to be facing, also we've got the Bushwhackers for Smoking Guns at the pay-per-view, which is not happening. The Bushwhackers are leaving the WWF, and I realise there are 50, they're out. But yeah, so Onslaught, it was an accidental thing. I wasn't planning on these two being tag team champions at this point. I was planning on pushing them together and then splitting them up heading into Royal Rumble. But instead, I love the tag team so much, I had some great plans for them. And this is what happens, you don't know where your company's going to head until you start booking stuff, and then you end up with great stuff like the Onslaught. I think I'm building up these two very well. And, good fun. We're already up 7 minutes, jeez. This is what happens when I'm ill. I just go on a random. In a bad superb wrestling and good heat, Steve Austin defeated Eddie Guerrero in 8:02 by pin for the Stone Cold Stunner. Steve Austin makes defense number 11 of his WWF Intercontinental. These two have pretty good chemistry. Eddie Guerrero 78. Steve Austin out there with an 83. This is why the Attitude Era is now hitting us. And this is why we're set. So Austin celebrating his win, and Steven Regal, appears on the screen. He goes, "You see that belt? You're holding it, and it's going to be mine. And you see, Austin, you're only holding that because no one is as regal as me. And I'm going to beat you. Peasants such as yourself should not taint the gold with their hands. So in 2 weeks, I'm having the gold." So 72B minus, just a bit of fun. I'm really enjoying this series, actually. This is one of my 4 favourite series, along with the 6 companies in USA and the 5 companies in Britain. I'm actually enjoying all my series now. I think the one which I might scrap is Legion Pro Wrestling, but I'm going to give it a good year before I do that. So we've got a few more months to do. Definitely see how it builds up as we go. But in a superb match, Diesel defeated Davey Boy Smith in 5:48 by pin with the Jackknife Powerbomb. Davey Boy 73, Diesel 69. No work improvements, but 74B minus. We have Warrior in the back, and he goes with Bill Mercer. He's here tonight, just so we don't overuse Mike Tenay. He's doing a backstage interview. Before we bring him in for one night only, because he's a local. Might interest the fans a bit more. And he goes, Warrior goes, "I am on fire, and so glad to be back in the WWF. You see, since returning, I've been on fire. But you see, Owen, you don't think I belong? Well, in 2 weeks, when I beat him in Canada on his soil, he might believe them." So yeah, I've now decided that Unforgiven is going to be a Canadian pay-per-view. It's going to happen in Canada. Doesn't mean that next year it'll happen in Canada. Just means I'm going to Canada for a show. In about good wrestling, great heat and good wrestling. Lex Luger defeated Dustin Rhodes in 5:40 by pinfall. Dustin 69, Lex Luger 72. Now says Danny Collins was pretty weak. That's fine. Here's just to advance the second gen story. In a superb match, Bam Bam Bigelow, who drew with Psycho Sid in 6:07 Following a double count of 77B, Bam Bam 78, Psycho Sid 64. No work improvements. Vader's batting goes Unforgiven. And that Unforgiven Vader will not be forgiven. For okay, Wendy's now available. You see, Michaels, you're playing with fire and need to stop. So come 2 weeks in Canada, I'm going to ping you 1, 2, 3 and keep this belt. It belongs around my mace. I will not be forgiven for squeeze, and I think that's meant to say, but hey ho, I'm ill. I'll let myself off. In an exceptional match, The Undertaker defeated Jim Nadine Hart in 86 by pin of the choke slam. Undertaker 85, Jim Nadine Hart 69. These two have pretty good chemistry. Jim Nadine Hart improving in flying, 76B minus. Hey Lex Express. So Razor's been back with Mike Tenay. He goes, "Hey Lex Express, you think you're so damn good? You're nothing but a Starship loser. You see, I'm better than you. I'm going to prove this soon when I hit the razor's edge on you." That wasn't even meant to sound like a song, but hey ho. You know, this card is freaking stacked to the moon, and I'm so looking forward to this, and it's going to be an hour long. It's going to be a freaking beautiful show. This is going to be for a new title, I do believe, isn't it? You've got Danny Boy Collins, King Kendo, Hurst Townsley, Dustin Rhodes. So all 4 of my undercard rivalries are in one match, which is brilliant. Saves me having to do a big match. I didn't realise I'd done that. But hey ho. In a decent match, Mankind and King Kendo defeated Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Brian Pillman in 7:58 when King Kendo defeated Hunter Hearst Helmsley by pinfall for the Kazuma Crack. Mankind's in shoulders, King Kendo's the weak link, that's fine. King Kendo 35, Mankind 79, Brian Pillman 62, Hunter Hearst Helmsley 52, no work improvements. The Awesome Star storyline fans segment and the Pushing the Limit storyline fans segment. In an exceptional match, Vader, Razor, Yokozuna, and Yokozuna defeat the Ultimate Warrior, Sting, Shawn Michaels, and 742, and Vader defeats Sting by pinfall. Michaels 92, Sting 86, Ultimate Warrior 74, Yokozuna 69, Razor 85, Vader 93. Vader, technical, flying, and performance, and Ultimate Warrior performance. So, big tick to you, thank you for doing better. A lot of these improvements are brilliant. I don't know if we're sold out or not tonight, which is the biggest problem. And your main event tonight is Owen Hart versus Bret Hart. In an exceptional match, Bret Hart defeated Owen Hart in 22 minutes 09 by pin of the victory rolled. Bret Hart 88, Owen Hart 88, 79B. No work improvements. And then the lights go out and on after the match. Undertaker's in the ring and he attacks Bret. He grabs him and then Tombstone's apologising him after beating him up a bit. He looks up the ramp and then a load of druids come out with a castic or coffin. They bring it to inside and open the lid. They roll Bret into the casting and close the lid and lock it. And walk away with it. And Taker is walking behind in tow. With Paul Bearer, of course. So your time is over, fans, for this. No work improvements. We're going to end tonight's show there. We're a 79B. And I'll see you guys live for another edition of Monday Night Raw. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw. Excuse me. Tonight, we're debuting a new division. So yeah, there is Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Juice Vandalago, Rob Van Dam, Ultimo Dragon, and I cannot remember the rest. Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, and who's the other guy? It's a middle. It goes up to middleweight, but it is our cruiserweight division. I'm going to add another 2 people from the independent scene to it. But what a way to kick off the pre-show tonight! 75B minus. In a pre-show about superb wrestling and good heat, Eddie Guerrero defeated Chris Benoit in 8-10 by pin of Frog Splash. Benoit 72, Guerrero 72. No work improvements, but that's a great way to bring in this new cruiserweight division. In a pre-show about great heat and decent wrestling, Psycho Sid defeated Sylvia Vega in 748 by pin of the Chokeslam. Vega 50, Sid 62. No work improvements. Psycho Sid getting back his gimmick. In a decent pre-show match, Doomsday defeated Danny Boy Collins in 8-11 by pin of the Chokeslam. Doomsday 48, Danny Boy 47. No work experience of 50D+. In a feature round, great wrestling and decent match of crowd, Juice of Underliger defeated Rob Van Dam in 8:29 by pin of the sheer drop buster, brain buster. Rob Van Dam 59, Juice of Underliger 73. No work experience 74B minus. And then in a pre-show about had decent wrestling. Had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Dustin Rhodes defeated Finlay in 7:36 by pin of the British Bulldog. Dustin Rhodes 79. Finley 75. Dusty Rhodes a good work at ringside. Dustin and Finley have great chemistry. Finley improving the Rumble and Dusty Rhodes in tech performance. Opening video package. Then we go to the first angle of the night. It's a smaller angle and goes Paul. So Paul Bearer talks and he goes, 1 week ago we took out Brett and now he's gone and will not be back tonight or ever. You see, like so many people, Bret Hart underestimated the power of my Undertaker tonight. We're going to prove against our special guest from Impact Wrestling Edge. Prove to you the power of my Undertaker. It's 71C plus an extremely short match. The Undertaker defeated Edge in 5 minutes 27 by pin for the Tombstone. Undertaker Paul Bearer with great commission, nice quality in the colour commentary again the match boosted. Undertaker out the match looking good. Undertaker 84, Edge 34. Undertaker improving performance. Not bad. And the Bearer had superb wrestling and good heat. The Steiner brothers defeated the Hardy Boys in 5 minutes 59 when Scott Steiner defeated Jeff Hardy by pin for the Steiner's Riser. Matt Hardy 62, Jeff Hardy 67, Scott Steiner 80, Rick Steiner 78. Jeff Hardy in performance. So then we have our basic contract signing. Shawn Michaels and Vader sign the contract. Then they both have a massive brawl. 81B. Nope. Yep, move on. In a decent match, Onslaught defeated the Bushwhackers in 647. Doug Williams defeated Bushwhacker Butch by pin of the Chaos Theory. Onslaught win, make defense number 10 of their tag team WWF tag team titles. Right, this is it. Bye-bye, Bushwhackers. Thank you for working with me since July. Bye-bye now. Bushwhacker Luke 49, Bushwhacker Butch 58, Doug Williams 57, Chris Daniels 51. Bushwhacker Butch is improving in performance and Daniels improving in performance, but that doesn't matter because they're going. And then Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson are backstage, and they go, I hope you enjoy those tag team title bouts. This Sunday, they're coming home with the old boys, Rock and Roll Express. You guys are good, but we have more experience than this Sunday. We'll show you some stuff you don't know. Well, guys, you see this Sunday night, we'll show you a trick or two. But when that bell rings for the final time, we'll be the tag team champions. Beautiful threat, 53C minus. In a good match, the Rock and Roll Express then going back off commercial. The Rock and Roll Express defeat the Smoking Guns 617 when Ricky Morton defeated Rob Bart Gunn by pin with a double drop kick. Bart Gunn 52, Billy Gunn 56, Robert Gibson 73, Ricky Morton 65. Robert Gibson improving in Rumble and performance and Billy Gunn in technical. 55C. Then we have Steve Austin in the back and he goes, Mike Tenay is meant to be on screen. Oh well, it doesn't matter. He's here Sunday night. I'm going to kick ass, drink beers and show this England Royal who is the boss. You see, I worked hard to get this. I worked for a tournament and now he wants to take it and call me a peasant. This Sunday night, Rigo, I'm going to kick your ass and that is the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. So Stone Cold's superb working without a script. He had the crowd in the palm of his hand the entire time. The Intercontinental storyline, Championship storylines have had to the segment. In an exceptional match, Jim Nadine Hart defeated Bam Bam Bigelow in 7 faces by pin of the Anvil Flatliner. Full interference from Psycho Sid. Bam Bam 72, Jim Nadine 73. No work improvements. In a bout had great heat and good wrestling, Steven Regal, Brian Pillman and Hunter Hearst Helmsley defeated King Kendo, Mankind, Steve Austin in 7-4-54. When Brian Pillman defeated King Kendo by pinfall after using a foreign object, King Kendo's weakness took out his performance. Austin 77, Mankind 80, King Kendo 38, Hunter Helmsley 49, Brian Pillman 63, and Steven Regal 68. Steve Austin in performance, Brian Pillman in performance, and King Kendo in performance. The Intercon story, the Awesome Star, and the Pushing the Limit storylines fans this segment. So sorry guys, Dusty's in the back and he goes, this Sunday night, it is time for Ungiven, baby. Danny Boy, UK star. You are good, but you have not got me as your daddy, like my boy Dustin has. This Sunday night, he will show you what he learned from his daddy. And that's 76B minus. 69C plus, and Mike goes, Sting, you got a huge obstacle ahead of you, Unforgiven. And Sting goes, look, I've beaten guys bigger than me, and I know we are struggling against the power of that BWCW. You see, we lost even more fans, but we will win them back. You see, Mike, this Sunday night, I'm not going out there as an outsider no more. I'm going out there as a WWF superstar. And this Sunday night, I'm going to take down a former world champion, but always in my headlights. It's the Royal Rumble, so be ready for that. So he's mentioning the Royal Rumble, which is what we're heading to the next big pay-per-view. But he's like, yeah, that's in my future, but at the moment, I'm concentrating on this. I'm a WWF superstar. Because I changed the product again this week to the Attitude Era, a bit, the more of the Attitude Era style. We lost popularity. We're now, instead of cult, we're now regional or something. So we've got a month till we get back, but we should get back quite easily with the shows we're running. Most people are on a 3-year contract, so we've got 3 years to get back to cult, which shouldn't be too difficult. In a bad, good wrestling and decent national crowd, the Nasty Boys defeat the Dudley Boys in an Extreme Rules match in age 28 when Brian Knobbs defeated Devon by another trip to Nastyville. Turns went with Jay Staggs head to Solid over nuts. Devon Davis badass. Devon away and Devon. Jay Staggs 77, Brian Knobbs 66, Devon 60, Bubba Ray 55. No work improvements, a 68C plus. In the next sessional match, Owen Hart, Yokozuna, and Razor Ramon defeat Lex Luger, Sting, and the Ultimate Warrior in 7:31 when Yokozuna defeats Sting by pin with a bonsai drop. Ultimate Warrior 74, Sting 85, Lex Luger 75, Razor 81, Yokozuna 70, Owen Hart 88. Sting and Techno, Yokozuna improving performance, and the Ultimate Warrior performance. Of course, all the storylines advanced for this segment. A video showing promoting Savio Vega. 1, 2, 3 kid, that was it. So that's the entirety. I'm adding another 2, so there'll be 10 people together in the Cruiserweight division. But in a battle, had great heat and great wrestling in the D-Match card. Ultimate Dragon defeated 1, 2, 3 Kid, Chris Jericho, and Rey Mysterio in 8:06. The All Dimensionals, Rey Mysterio first, then Jericho, and finally 1, 2, 3 Kid. Ultimate Dragon wins the WWF Cruiserweight title. 1, 2, 3 Kid 65, Jericho 66, Ultimate Dragon 60, Rey Mysterio 68, Jericho improving in Rumble. This is the main event of the night. Don't think he'll do very well. 77B. In an exceptional match, Dave Boy Smith and Shawn Michaels defeat Vader and Diesel in 21:47 when Shawn Michaels defeat Diesel by pin of the Sweet Chin Music. Diesel seeing off his game. Shawn Michaels 90, David Boy 78, Diesel 72, Vader 93. The World Championship Storylines advance segment and the What's Going On Storylines advance segment. Vader is improving technical, flying, and performance. Very good, Vader. A 76B minus, and we'll see you guys live Sunday night for Unforgiven. Thanks for watching. 1,430 people at the Aberdeen Pavilion, and I've brought in some special guests tonight. So yeah, that's exciting. All the free show matches tonight are special guests from Impact Wrestling. That's something to look forward to. Also, this is the biggest pay-per-view I've done with Angles, so get ready for that. But in pre-show about terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, American Kickboxer defeat Ace Steel in 8:19 by pinfall. Ace Steel 30, American Kickboxer 19. No work improvements, 27E. In a terrible pre-show match, Cannonball Grizzly defeats Stevie Richards in 7:44 by pinfall to Cannonball Crush. Cannonball Grizzly 25, Stevie Richards 31. Stevie Richards improving in performance. In a feature about Turbo Wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Rick Masters defeats Steve Crabtree in 8:15, both of them a choke slam. Rick Masters 23, Steve Crabtree 25, no work minutes. And a feature about decent wrestling but little heat, Edge defeated Mikey Whipwreck in 13:04 by pin of the missile dropkick. Edge 36, Mikey Whipwreck 29, Mikey Whipwreck performs an Edge in Rumble, which is nice to see. The 78B to open up tonight's show. Have I got any tea left? Yes, I have. I'm so sorry, but this cold has given me a really bad sore throat, so I'm struggling to talk. But we'll get through it because I'm doing. You're probably gonna have this week's episodes and the rest of this week's episodes, which are a week. I'll probably be over the cold by the time you're watching this, because these ain't going up till next week. So they're not going up until September. Jeez, I'm recording stuff for September. There you go. Tonight we are Unforgiven live from Ottawa in Canada, and tonight questions will be answered. Owen Hart, a true Canadian, tonight in his home country. He'll take on the real-life superhero Ultimate Warrior. Will Warrior prove he belongs back in the WWF, or Owen prove the new generation is better? Is the high Canadian hero Bret Hart here tonight, or is The Undertaker going to get a night off after locking him inside a coffin? Sting joined the WWF Brave back in July, and in the few months he's been here, he has made a name for himself. Tonight, can he beat a former champion, Yokozuna? Then our main event, the showstopper Shawn Michaels versus the Big Monster Vader, with the WWF Championship on the line. Will a Sweet Chin Music finish him, or will a Vader bomb win a match? And now the WWF and stickers presents to you live, Unforgiven. And you guys, welcome fans. The WWF might be fighting back to get back on top, but tonight we are proving ourselves. And Cornet goes, let's start with the new division. Shall we let Shall we let the cruiserweights out? Shall we let the cruiserweights out? 78B, and we open up with 63C in a battle of good wrestling, but Little Heat Ultimate Dragon defeat Juice and Thunder Liger in 7:49 by pinfall. Ultimate Dragon makes defense number 1 of the cruiserweight title. Liger to 56, Dragon 62, no work improvement 63C. In a decent match, Hunter Hearst Helmsley defeat Brian Pillman, Mankind, Dustin Rhodes, King Kendo, and Danny Boy Collins in 14 minutes 59. The elimination was Danny Boy first, then King Kendo, then Mankind, then Dustin, and finally Brian Pillman. Hunter Hearst Helmsley is your WWF European Champion. I was going to go to King Kendo or Danny Boy, but I want to push Hunter Hearst, so Hunter Hearst got it for now. Dusty Rhodes 67, Brian Pillman 60, Mankind 58, Hunter Hearst Helmsley 40, King Kendo 32, Danny Boy 39. And Danny Boy in flying and King Kendo performance. It wasn't meant to be the European title. I was meant to change it to the United States Championship title. But yeah, that's fine. We'll change it tomorrow night. Just pretend it says United States. In a battle that had good wrestling and good heat, the Nasty Boys defeated the Steiners in 7:31 when Brian Knobbs defeated Rick Steiner by pinfall trip to Nastyville. Jerry Sag 64, Brian Knobbs 61, Scott Steiner 80, Rick Steiner 77. Brian Knobbs in performance. In a battle at decent wrestling with Elmer Cheat, Rob Van Dam defeated Chris Jericho in 8:13 by pinfall the Van Terminator. We should have Chris Jericho win ready because he's Canadian. Rob Van Dam 47, Chris Jericho 56, Chris Jericho improving and flying at 56C-. In a decent match, Doomsday defeated Jim Nadine Hart in 12:03 by pinfall the Choke Slam. Jim Nadine Hart 69, Doomsday 41. Jim Nadine Hart in performance. They had pretty good chemistry left in the match. In about decent wrestling below Heat, the Dudley Boys defeated the Hardy Boys in 14:59 when Bubba Ray Dudley defeated Jeff Hardy by pinfall the 3D. Matt Hardy 49, Jeff Hardy 52, Devon 45, Bubba Dudley 44. Jeff and Matt Hardy have great chemistry and team together, so the Dudley Boys are 51D+. So we see a hearse, and we can hear Paul and hear Taker and Paul talking. The voices are getting distant, so you can tell they're walking away. We then see a fist break out of the lid of this coffin, what's in the back of the hearse. Then both things, and then basically, and then you see a hand reach out and remove this catch, and the lid opens. Brett sits up, and all the fans go, "Hey!" And the door opens, up, and he kicks the door open, and he steps out looking happy with himself. So Bret Hart is here, and he's got out. In about that decent wrestling with Elmer Cheat, Finlay defeated Xavier Vega in 7:55 by pinfall. Finlay 44, Xavier Vega 47. Xavier Vega in performance of 49D+. In about that good wrestling and a decent match, the crowd 1-2-3 Kid and Chris Benoit defeated Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio in 6:9:46 when 1-2-3 Kid defeated Rey Mysterio by pinfall. Benoit carried the match to his ring performance. Benoit 79, 1-2-3 Kid 57, Rey Mysterio 57. I'm just going to have a quick... Sorry guys, I just got a weird thing come up on my phone. Just doing that to stop thinking we get off. Eddie Guerrero 64, Eddie Guerrero in Rumble, 1-2-3 Kid in Techno. I don't know where my cats are today. In an exceptional match, Owen Hart defeated the Ultimate Warrior in 15:09 by pinfall. Owen Hart 89, Ultimate Warrior 70. Ultimate Warrior in performance, of course. I'm not going to let Owen Hart lose. God, no. Not in Canada. The layout of this card is very odd, so just bear with it. In about that decent wrestling, Elmer Cheat Onslaught defeated the Rock and Roll Express in 40:51 when Chris Stones defeated Ricky Morton by pinfall the last rights. Onslaught made defense number 11 of WWF Tag Team titles. Roy Gibson 50, Ricky Morton 49, Doug Williams 48, Chris Stangers 39. Ricky Morton in Rumble, Robert Gibson in performance, Chris Stangers in Rumble. I'm just getting word from the back that on Monday Night Raw it's going to be the Tag Team Champions in action. I need to start doing this. You'll get to see them in it. I'll reveal that to you now. They are on the roster. So, yay. I'm doing this now. Who won tonight? Dudley Boys. So the Dudley Boys will be taking on Onslaught. For those tag team titles. Yes, they will. 53C-. So Paul's in the ring and he goes, "The match with Brett will not happen as we have him locked up outside in our hearse." The camera then shows the big, you see the camera shown on the big screen. They see the coffin broken and the doors open. The camera shows the faces of, Undertaker and Paul. They both look shocked and scared. Then we just see Bret Hart slowly rise up behind them. He grabs hold of Taker, swings him around, punches him. The ref singles for the bell. The match is official. 75B-, 82B. In an exceptional match, Bret Hart defeats The Undertaker in 24 minutes 32 by submission of the sharpshooter. The Undertaker 85, Bret Hart 93, Undertaker improving Techno and 82B. That's how you continue the show. In a decent match, Harmon Heat defeat the Smoking Guns in 7v6 when Booker T defeated Billy Gunn by pinfall legally using the ropes to leverage. Burt Gunn 58, Billy Gunn 54, Stevie Ray 51, Booker T 61. Stevie Ray improving in performance. Billy Gunn's got bruised kidney. Booker T debuted his sucker gimmick very good, and sucker gimmick Stevie Ray very good. Can you dig it, suckers? Yeah, we know. Thank you, Shane. In a decent match, Steve Austin defeats Steven Regal in 14:32 by pinfall the Stone Cold Stunner. Steve Austin makes defense number 12 of his Intercontinental title. Steven Regal 51, Steve Austin 51, no work improvements to 64C. In a bout of fantastic and good wrestling, Psycho Sid defeated Bam Bam Bigelow in Falls Count Anywhere match in 7:52 by pinfall chokeslam. Bam Bam 67, Psycho Sid 58, no work improvements 64C. Okay, Bam Bam doesn't like the hardcore. In a bout of fantastic and great wrestling, Davey Boy Smith defeated Diesel in 14:59 by pinfall the running power slam. Davey Boy 74, Diesel 66, no work improvements. In an exceptional match, Razor Ramon defeated Lex Luger in 15:13 by pinfall the Razor Hedge. Lex Luger 73, Razor Ramon 74, no work improvements. A video plays hyping up Yokozuna versus Sting against an ATB. In an exceptional match, Yokozuna defeats Sting in 22 minutes 39 by pinfall the Bonsai Drop. Sting seen off his game. Sting and Yokozuna have great chemistry during their performance. Sting 86, Yokozuna 67, no work for an ATB. Next will be Shawn Michaels versus Vader. In an exceptional match, Vader defeats Shawn Michaels in 29 minutes 52 by pinfall. Vader makes defense number 3 of his WWF Championship. Shawn Michaels 85, Vader 83. Vader in technical, flying, and in performance. The WWF Championship storyline advanced a segment and gained heat. I knew that this show wouldn't be as good as if it was on American soil, because most of the wrestlers are not Canadian and they don't have much popularity. But I'm going to accept that show, and I think we did quite well. Yeah, an 83B plus. Of course, we can't increase our popularity at the moment because, hey ho, we're in the fucking cooling off period because I changed the freaking gimmick, you cunts. So I'm going to give it to Vader. I'm going to give it to Shawn. I'm also going to give it to Bret Hart. I'm really proud of the angle we did with that. I knew that the match was going to happen. I knew how I was going to end that angle. I just wanted to give him a night off this week and kind of expand it. Oh, everyone was very happy. Everybody was very happy with my speech. Well, later on, we'll see you for Monday Night Raw in the next episode. Episode number 6. Thanks for watching!